Welcome to Innovision FM as we are going live right now. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on Innovision FM. Our topic tonight is royalties and our $2,000 cash giveaway. And then we may have an interview in the next 15 minutes or so as we cover these topics here. Well, we have in our royalty pool right now, we have a lot of artists, but the newest ones, besides the ones that we have now, we have a list of like 6 artists that are receiving royalties because of what Innovision has shown them on how to get their royalties. But we have a new, we have Mike Johnson joining us with the royalty chain. We have Reflection, a woman quintet. We have Christian Contemporary group. We have Chakra, Soldiers from Christ, another Christian Contemporary group. And soon we will have Terry and her boyfriend, Fingers T, from the UK. And what we decided to do, we decided, well, okay, a lot of people, they say, royalty, why should we donate to your nonprofit $25 if we don't really understand the process of royalties, or maybe the money is tight, we don't feel like we have enough money to donate to a nonprofit $25 a month. To help me get money that I didn't know that I had in the first place. So with these artists that I just named, we decided to do something different. It's what the record companies usually do, but we are more generous than the record companies. Usually record companies say, you 10%, us 90%, and we'll charge you for your recording costs, we'll charge you for this and this and that, and then once you get your way out of debt, then we will come and help you get your music out there more, and then you can renegotiate your contract. So what Innovision decided to do, because we were getting some people that just was tight on money, or they didn't understand how they were going to make even more money from the royalties. So we decided, okay, we'll ask for 4 of your songs and we'll put them out there for royalty collection, and in about 4 months, we'll do a deal where we'll charge 60% of that, and we'll pay you 40%, right? And the sooner we get started, the better off we'll be as far as getting your quarterly pay either in June or in September. So, some of you guys, you jumped on it, some are slower than others. And so we did that. And we did that, and that was fantastic that you joined us, Mike Johnson there right away. And then Soldiers for Christ, that was the next one. Well, Reflections they really jumped on it quickly. The women's quartet group, because they just knew it was a good deal, and then we're working on Finger T and Terry Lynn to be to round that up. Now we know that your music is out there and is rotating some listeners through your YouTube channels, but we just found out through Facebook recently that they're monetizing your videos based on if you have 10,000 viewers or more. And what we suggest is that you could either get a donation button through them, or because YouTube really takes a big chunk of your money, you can get a donation button through PayPal. It's like paypal.me/ then whatever your name or your band's name is, and you have it set up that way, you go directly into your bank account, and you get donations. So we suggest that you do that more than the other way. Now it's 16 after. Let me bring in this other person, or supposedly our interview with a gentleman, and we'll see if he's ready. Now, Intervision is a nonprofit organization. We work with physically challenged musical artists to teach the business of music. Our website, of course, is intervisionrecords.org. That's intervisionrecords.org. And you will learn there how we help you to learn more about the business of music. And we're really just a stepping stone. And then once you got your thing together and you say, hey, I can do this paperwork my own, because most groups and artists are their own record company. And you can gather up now that you have that one-on-one intimacy with your fans, as I was telling Mike Johnson, 3 to 6 times a day, send out a message to your fans with a link to your music, and give them a little tidbit. You might think it might be difficult to say something maybe 3 to 6 times a day, or maybe if you want to do it the slower way, you can start out 1 time a day and build up something that you have. So you work on that special link from your YouTube page showing your video. Then you give them, in Mike Johnson's case, I said, tell them something interesting about your day that day, or something that came up in your mind. Don't make it too long, and then end it with the scripture. I would suggest that I suggest that Soldier for Christ and Reflection do the same thing. Now, as far as like the secular artists that we have, you might want to put down a quote from a book that you read, and talk about something that connects you and your fans together. Whatever way you choose, just make it a little bit, and then share your videos, and then ask other people to share it as well. Because some of you you have maybe 200 views, so we really need to build you up to about 10,000. And it looks like it's daunting, but it's not really. Let's see. I'm gonna see who we got. Let's see. Who do we got? I was seeing if we have anybody. Okay. So we're waiting for the call. Let's see. So it says we have a missed call here. Okay. Well, I'm looking at this to see. Let's see. Well, I don't see. See if anybody's. Well, okay. So I don't see his call. So it doesn't look like we're gonna have the interview, and I'm glad I didn't say anything about his name. Because he's not there. He didn't call in, so it doesn't matter. I got his song queued up, and he said he wanted to be interviewed, but he didn't show up. So let me once again reiterate about the royalties. The royalties are this money that is owed to you, but you have to know the paperwork to do it. You have to know not only the paperwork, but you might do one step of the paperwork. Like I was talking to Greg Goodlow. He has signed up for a SCAP royalties, and he said, "Man, I haven't got nothing from them." Then and then I'm really proud of this guy. Not only did he start getting his royalties for his live shows, but he networked, gotten connections with some people, and got his song playing on Sirius Radio, and got even more royalties because of that play, and then some other radio station plays, terrestrial and otherwise. And so Greg Goodlow really got out there and hustled. He knew what he needed to do, and he was out there performing. Now, Mike Johnson, for you, if you're not, say, you're in the Philippines, and so you might not have access to places to go out and play your music, and then if you did, you could report that to me, and then I could plug those places in as well. And it takes a little bit longer to get your royalties from Europe. In America, it's every quarter. Maybe from Europe, it might be every 2 quarters to get your royalties. But we would definitely help you to get your royalties due to you. And Mike Johnson, because you're in the Philippines, we might not see your royalties in June, but we will see them definitely in September. All right, because I did the paperwork and it's just a matter of they're just taking royalties from July 1st up until this present date. So we're just making sure I'm updating that paperwork, and this is something I will show you, Mike Johnson, and Reflection, and Socials for Christ, and Terry and Fingers. And so even for you, the shy artists or the ones that may not have confidence, like Mr. Fingers, there's a way you could still earn some money, and who knows? It'd probably be more than like a 9 to 5 type of job. Money situation. So we want to encourage you to continue to contact your list of YouTube viewers. Ask them to share your music, share it, and then share it with your Facebook. Share it with your Twitter, and then just leave a little message in there, sentence or quote, your favorite quote of the day as you share your video. And I would say like at least 3 to 6 times a day. You could do it just once a day, but it's going to take a while, and it could take that whole 6-month period. But if you want to get on a fast track, I would do it at least 3 times a day. Find something, something interesting that your wife said, or something interesting that your child said, or something interesting you read in the news, and or just find a favorite quote, or just pick a book and say, hey, I'm going to get about several quotes out of this book because I read it and it was a really good book, or talk about, just name off a good movie that you saw, and then say, hey, well, here's my video, check it out, share it, please. And then watch that list grow. All right. So that's our first royalty lesson, or maybe this is our second one. And so remember, go to our website, innervisionrecords.org. That's innervisionrecords.org. Please share this. Like our page, our innervisionrecords.org on Facebook. Like that. And on our YouTube channel, it's under Johnny Johnson and Innervision FM, and so we just thank you for that. So that's what we're gonna do, And since our guest didn't show,